Hi guys, Kim here. Welcome to Backyard Blooms. In today's video, we're going to plant up a new plant to this area. We are on the side garden, and this garden is very brand new to us. This plant is called Amsonia, and look at those gorgeous star-like blue flowers on this perennial. This plant is easy to grow and trouble-free. It likes our heat and humidity, and it takes full sun to part shade. And this plant pairs well with hibiscus, coral bells, hosta, and chasta daisies. Let me just share the features with you. Watch in spring as incredibly dark stems emerge from the ground. Olive green leaves have silver veins. Star-shaped periwinkle blue flowers appear atop of a wide mounding shrub-like habit. Isn't that pretty? There's a bee. There's a bee. And of course, the care grows best in full sun to part shade. It likes moist soil, moderately drought tolerant once established, performs well both in northern and southern climates, so it likes our heat and humidity. This plant is medium deer resistant, and it pairs with hibiscus, coral bells, hosta, chasta daisies. So I have 3 Amsonias that I'm going to plant today. I've got 2 that I'm going to plant here and 1 down on the other side of the garden. So I do have brand new mulch, and I have compost already down underneath this ground. So I'm not going to use any land and seed compost like I normally do, because I already put some really good compost in this flower garden right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of make a spot that I'm going to plant right there. And then I'm going to just make this away. So all this mulch that I have here on top, I'm just going to put into this bucket right here. And that way, when I'm done planting, I have some really nice mulch to put back on top of it. I am wearing gloves. I do have black mulch in this area, so it does still have most of its color, so it might stain your hands. So usually when you're planting a hoe, this is a 1-gallon container right here. Hey, how are you? What you got? Oh, thank you. Will not say no to a donut.
Strawberry donut.
Oh, yum. Thank you. So my neighbor Al next door brought me some yummy strawberry donuts. This is my weakness. So now that I got all the mulch removed from this area, I only have really nice compost. I don't have anything in this area to worry about to dig that I need to worry about. I don't have drip in this area yet, and you can see the flags that I have here. So last week, one of the guys was marking my neighbors for different gas lines or whatever, and I asked him if he could pick up the internet line. So he was able to pick that up for me and was so kind to go ahead and mark that, and I'll show you that in the video as well. So now I'm ready to go ahead and dig. I'm going to use my Easy Dig. I'm going to use my Easy Dig auger. This is a DeWalt drill, and you can get this from Power Planter, and I have the link in my description. This is my lifesaver. I do want to work smarter, not harder. So that's all I have to do is put my little battery pack in, like so. So this is mainly, this auger right here is more for like little annuals. So what I do is I go ahead and dig 3 different types of hose and then mix it pretty good for 1 gallon. Once I also get the hoe digged, then I can like move my auger like side to side, like so. Can't say enough about this auger. I really, really like it. And on my wish list, I need to get another type drill for my 1 and 3 gallon auger as well. So once you got your hole dug, like I have right here, you want to take the plant out of the container. So it's got like holes at the very bottom. So if you just kind of like squeeze the bottom and poke your finger through that hole and gently remove the plant like here, some of the dirt is trying to fall off on me. So this is a pretty healthy plant, as you can see. Really nice roots there. Nothing is really root bound on it, so I'm not even going to mess with it because some of this dirt's actually trying to fall apart on me anyways. So I'm just going to remove some of this dirt that I have here. And I'll use this to backfill the hoe after I plant it. And I'm going to go ahead and make the hoe just a little bit deeper. And then I have my biotone as well. Every time I plant, I put biotone in the hoe. This will help ensure that the roots grow nice and healthy and strong. So you buy a $20 plant and make a $50 hoe, basically. Should grab my scissors. Okay, so now we're going to place some of the biotone in the hole. And this is from a spoma as well. And then I'd like to use my auger again and just give this a good mix. I'm going to put some of that nice compost in the hole right there and mix it up. Right now, because it's been sitting out in the weather for the last couple of days, so I'm going to grab a watering can and go ahead and just water this before I get all the soil in. So I'm just going to go ahead and soak this hole. You never want to start out a plant in a hole being dry because it may never recover. So keep that tip in mind when you're planting. Like, honestly, I might as well just go ahead and water this one in as well while it's still in the pot. Move it out of your way. When I was reading about this plant in particular, it says that it releases a white sap to make sure you always wear gloves. So I got my gloves on. So most of the dirt kind of came away from this plant, so I'm hoping that I'm not going to have any problems, but it still has a real good, healthy root system. The one other reason why I love using my power planter is that whenever you dig up with a shovel, you always have that real like heavy hard clay. Of course, you know, this is springtime and we get a lot of rain and it's really not hot yet, so it's really easy to dig, you know, into this clay soil when it's springtime and we've gotten a lot of rain. But just how it breaks up the soil and it makes it so easy to plant. And I feel like the plants love it more as well. So once I get my plant in there, then I'm going to tap it with my foot and make sure I get all the air pockets out, like so. I feel like it's a little crooked. Let me see. I'm going to just kind of make it, straighten it up here a little bit. Go. It's a little bit better. And whenever you prune this plant in the late fall or early spring, you're going to take it all the way down, it says, to 8 inches, like so. I do love the color of this flower up against my siding too, as well. It just really contrasts really pretty up against it. All right, so it makes a little bit of a mess. That's why, well, I still have the soil right here too that I want to put back in. So now that I have it all planted, it does make a little bit of mess, as I said, but I have some extra mulch that I can put around it that's going to hide most of that mess. That's why I like to put it in a bucket or just move it way to the side. Then of course, after we get it planted, we want to just give it a little bit of water too. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I don't feel like I need to give it that much. I just want to make sure that when I planted it in the hole that it's not dry. Like I said, it may never recover and it could die from that. So this is hole number 2 of the 3. So just moving the mulch out of the way. You can see I have that really nice compost that's underneath there. That's why I'm not going to plant land and sea. If you don't have any nice compost like I have already placed whenever you developed your bed, then go ahead and amend it a little bit with your land and sea. So I'm going to just take this mulch here and just kind of slide it back into this bucket here. So this is my 1 gallon container right here. I'm at an angle on a hill, so I'm going to try to, like, when I plant this, I don't want my plant to go like that, so I'm going to try to plant it like this, up straight as much as I can, up on this hill. Okay, this is my auger right here, Easy Planter auger, and I don't have to scoop down really low with this because it has some height to it. And then we're just going to turn it on. So now that I have this dug kind of deep, I have a little bit of sod there. Then I'm going to take the auger and move it side to side. You see how it just breaks it up into a really nice, soft soil to be able to work with. And I think the plants really love to be able to be happy in this too. I do have some Bermuda grass that is pretty covered right here, so I'm hoping that it's not going to get any sun. But while I'm seeing it, I'm going to go ahead and try to get it out. So like I said, here's your container. You want to hold your hand right here. Take the tag out. You want to hold your hand right here and just kind of gently turn it upside down, and then put your hand, your fingers in these holes right there to help release it, like so. So it's trying to break apart on me, but those are the healthy, you see the healthy roots right here? Nice healthy roots. So now that I have my hole dug, get some of the sod still out. Putting some back into my bucket there. This is my biotone right here. Just pour some of that in the hole. And get some of this compost back in there as well. And I like to mix it all up with my auger. Okay, now it's time to plant. So like I said, I don't want this plant to be like this. I want it straight up and down. This is the extra soil that I had. Now just kind of tamp it down with your foot to make sure you get all the air holes out. All the way around the plant. You can put your mulch back up around it there. This is the extra mulch that I had. Let's make it look nice and neat. Water in lightly. Like I said, I'm watering in this tomorrow, so it doesn't need much because it's going to get rain tomorrow. All right, so we have 3 of them planted. One you seen me do at a distance, and the other one up close. So let me back up. So you can see I have 2 here and 1 way down there. We'll walk down there in just a second. So I don't know, I bought these a couple weeks ago when I went to Creekside Nursery. So this is my haul that I bought. I bought 6 perennials that day. I bought 3 of these Amsonias, and Jenny has raved about them. She says they even give a great fall color, so that's the reason why I planted them a little closer to my flower bed here. They are in medium height, so I can plant some smaller things that don't get as high right around it. And it gives a great fall color. So I felt like I just could not lose with any of that. But these are the two that are all planted. It's windy here today, I apologize. I really wanted to get this done today because it's going to be rain and cold tomorrow. But look how pretty those blooms are. And like I said, I already had a bumblebee already land while I was even talking about it. So I'll show you that in my video. So cute. And there's the other one. And look at my rose. This was the mill on the floss, that David Austin rose. And I already showed you a video where I didn't like my trellis. So I bought this trellis at Lowe's, and there's 3 of them connected together. But I just love that it gives that boldness, because this side of the house is kind of bare, not very many windows, and it just, that statement, I really like that statement that it makes. It's just a really bold look with that really nice rose. And I actually did prune it quite a bit, and look at it. So that rose is super, super happy. And then also right here is the limelight hydrangea, and look, we got some sweet blooms. Look, so precious. I'm a little bit worried about this tree. It was so heavy, and it kind of split on me last year, so I'll keep an eye on that. It might be a good idea to put some type of screw on there, but I don't know. I'm not sure how. It almost looks like it's got 2 trunks. So I'll keep an eye on that. Those blooms were so heavy last year. They just completely drooped after our first big rain. Let me show you this trellis up close. See how we just tied 3 of them together with the bungee cord? You see the bungee cord right there? I knew 2 of them wasn't going to cover the rose. I love 3. Nice. And then let's swing down this way. It's really hard to walk on the side of this hill and plant, so I really don't want to roll my ankle, so I'm just being really careful. So those are the other trellises that I had, and I still don't like that look right there either. And there's my second limelight hydrangea tree, and there is the 3rd Amsonia that we planted right there. This is this garden in a different view. Like I said, I think I have intentions of planting everything in 3s and 5s in this side garden. And I like symmetry, so I feel like if I have something down on this end and this end, that I'll like the look. So next time I might put 2 down here and 1 down there, or vice versa. I hope this video was helpful. You learned about a new plant today, the Cloud Storm Amsonia. That is quite a mouthful. And you learned how I was able to plant with my power planter today. I honestly don't know how I would do without this power planter. You can see how easy it was for me to plant with that. So that link I said is in the description, and I'll see you in the next video, friends. Bye.